This is question number 9. Okay, so just let's look through this question. It says Nicola is doing a survey to find out how often people travel by bus. Okay, so before we actually jump to the answer, it says design a suitable data collection table. Now it's really important that you recognize this data collection. It's a table that you want to use. So draw the table, set it up. Let's look at what you need to put in. So Nicola is doing a survey to find out how often people travel by bus. So we want to know how many times they travel by bus. So put that in as the first column. The essential parts of the table are the tally and the frequency. Make sure those are in there. You're going to get marks for that. Let's look at the next part. She asked 10 women leaving a railway station, right? This may not produce a good sample for Nicola's survey. Think about it. She's interested in how often people travel by bus. She goes to a railway station. She asks 10 women. So they're sort of logical things you could write here, right? Why this does not produce a good survey? She's doing a survey at a railway station. It will be biased towards train travel. Okay, think about the logic of what you can actually put in a response, and do write a sensible response. Another common thing is that the sample size. She only asked 10 women. You need to ask a range of people, men and women, and you need to ask as many people as possible. So she has only asked 10 women. This is too small a sample size, and she should ask men and women. Try to put a thorough, sensible answer. Make sure you're okay with this. Make sure you can do this and give sensible reasons if you're asked it in an exam. Part C, design a suitable questionnaire that Nicola can use to find out the number of times people travel by bus. Keyword here is questionnaire, and you guys are quite familiar with this. Questionnaire, very easy, very sensible, something that you can actually definitely do. So how many times in a week do you travel by bus? Okay, how many times in a week? A week being a time frame, essential in this. Then the option boxes have at least 4 of them. I put 5 here. The first one I'm going to put never or 0. Remember, the question is how many times in a week do you travel by bus? And somebody would respond either 0 times or never. And then I'm doing certain groups, 1 to 3, then 4 to 5, then 6 to 7, and now more than 7. Write more than. Don't just put the arrow in. Sometimes people put the wrong one. Just put more than 7. And if you notice, none of the option boxes overlap. Okay, this is a pretty straightforward question. There's a lot of marks here. Make sure you can get full marks in this. Go over this a couple of times, and in the exam, check it over thoroughly to make sure you haven't made any careless errors and lost any marks carelessly.